During the 2020 lockdowns, Kelly and I made this podcast to talk about the movies that we love while bored at home. We tried so many different ways to record and edit, but found it difficult and we experienced some bad sound quality until we found Zencaster. It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencaster. Log in using your browser and start recording a high quality podcast right away. Record studio quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of zen knowing Zencaster's multi layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. If you have thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are over. With Zencaster's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. So go to Zencaster.com/pricing and use our code SYTYI, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. We want you to have the same easy experiences we do for all of our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.
Hey guys, you've heard us talk about how we want to live our lives in balance with our hectic work lives to getting a workout in and treating our bodies better. I've been changing my routine up at the gym and getting myself to eat better. And one thing I'm adding is liquid IV. In one stick, I'm getting 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than if I drank water alone. It's great for those tough workouts where I need an extra boost or when I'm feeling a little run down after a long day at work. I love how on the go this packaging is. I throw a few in my gym or my work bag and it takes up zero space. And the taste is amazing. Since it's summertime, I'm reaching more for strawberry lemonade. And with other great summer flavors like watermelon and guava, there's something for everyone. And it's not just the flavor that will have you grabbing for more. Like I said, Liquid IV contains 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, and B12, and vitamin C. And it's made with premium ingredients. So, if you want to up your hydration game this summer, get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use our code SYTYI at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using our code SYTYI at liquidiv.com.
Hey!
Hey.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast where we need these studios to be for real. Like, be fucking for real. Be serious.
Yes.
Come on, what's going on here? Why is Disney Plus going up to like $14 a month? Why is Hulu going up to $18 a month? Why is the bundle with live TV going up to $77 a month? What's going on?
We just like a little chat with y'all,
I
figure it
just a
out.
little one. Because I understand that you're trying to push people towards the ad tier so that you can make more money with ads. I understand, blah blah blah, blah, whatever. But this is streaming. If I wanted to watch ads, I'd go to cable.
Right.
Like, be for real. I don't want ads when I'm streaming something. I want to just watch it through.
Yeah. No interruption.
Also, does that mean that you're going to start producing streaming content with like ad breaks in them?
Oh.
Because that would be dumb and ridiculous. And what's going on here? We need to have a conversation. Just pay these fucking people so we could go back to how life
Yes.
was.
Please. This has been going on for a very long time.
It's been going on for a very long time. Also, spooky season is coming up, and I have some spooky movies I want to watch, and I can't watch
Yeah.
them until y'all get in line.
Right. I will not forgive anybody if I am going to be forced to watch another Ginger Dead Man movie, okay? I will go
Oh,
on a murdering rampage.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll burn down them studios myself.
Right. I will go in there, grab whoever I need to, and be like, pay them. Pay
Pay
them now.
them. Pay them now.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
I'll help
Yeah.
you pay them.
Yeah. We'll look at the budget. We'll move some things around. Some executives might have to take a little 5% pay cut, but that's fine. They'll still
They'll
have
live.
company. They still have company equity.
Right.
So we'll figure something out, but this needs to be done in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. 2 weeks. Y'all have 2 weeks. Y'all ain't done it 2 weeks. I'm coming up there. I'm rolling up.
Yeah. There's no other solution than us going up there, causing some chaos, making you pay people.
Exactly. Don't make me get involved. Please.
Yeah. Because after spooky season, it's Christmas season, and I am not. No, you're not making me watch bad Christmas movies.
Yeah, you're not making me watch bad Christmas movies. Plus, we have a Christmas movie from last year that we did that
Right.
we still haven't released.
Don't make us
So,
put that movie back in the vault for another year.
another
Okay.
year, please. I don't
I
even
can't. I will
remember.
not stand for it.
I don't even remember which one of us that was our movie. I feel like it was me, but I still don't remember. I'd have to go
I thought it
back
was
and look.
me. Oh no.
Oops, I'll look at the notes, but who knows?
Oh, where are my notes?
You see what you're doing to us.
Right. You're causing us to go insane.
Yeah,
This cannot
fix, your,
happen.
fix yourself. Thank you.
Please.
Please. Um, how was your week, Kelly?
It was all right. It was pretty busy, if I'm being honest.
Mm.
Oh man, I have something funny to tell you, but like I don't know if I can tell you without like saying where I work.
Tell me
Oh,
later.
okay.
Tell me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. But anyway, there's I'm answering phones this month at my job because me and my in my unit we rotate every couple months. And yeah, that is eating up a lot more of my day than I thought it would.
Mm.
Like, I feel like every other month when I'm not on, like, there's not a lot of calls. And the minute I start answering phones, I feel like there's so much more, and I feel like I don't get any work done because, like, I'll be working on something and immediately get a call, and then I'm like, oh, great. I spent a couple minutes on the phone with them, and then I'm like, oh, great, let's start this task again. And then a minute I start like typing something, the phone rings. I'm just like, this, I'm never gonna get anything done.
Mm, doesn't seem like it.
So I feel like that's the only reason why it's quote unquote busy, but it's just because I keep getting interrupted during my tasks.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be, I feel like this is gonna be a very long month on phones for me. And I hate it. But oh well. Also, I need more sleep in my life.
Same.
I need a lot more sleep in my life. I miss sleep.
I feel like a good just like week where I do nothing but sleep would really improve my life 100%.
Oh yeah.
10,000%,
Oh
a
yeah.
million percent. Like I I would be on top of the world.
Oh yeah, same. Like at the end of the week, I wouldn't be more willing to go to work, but I'd be more stable at work.
Mm-hmm.
And we all love a stable coworker.
Yeah.
You don't want people coming in being like, "How are you feeling today?" It's like I'm feeling unstable,
Yeah, just a little insane. Just
just
a
a little
little
unhinged.
like the tiniest thing could send me into a mental breakdown, but
Right. Like
other
I'm
than
already
that, I'm fine.
spiraling. Yeah, it's fine. We'd be happier in corporate America. Not happier, but more stable in corporate America if
I
we
actually fuck corporate America.
Yeah,
Corporate
yeah,
America sucks.
yeah, corporate America does suck.
Can we
But I
switch
would
over to a socialist society, please?
Can we, you know what? Can we switch over to the European like vacation system where they get the
Yeah,
summer off?
that'd be good.
I'd like
I
to
feel,
get a summer off.
I feel like the entire world just needs to kind of just slow down in the summer and everyone just
Hmm.
relax.
Hmm.
That'd be good.
Or you know what? We can do like a half and half system. Half
Mm-hmm.
take the summer off, half take the winter off. I'll take the winter off.
Oh, yeah, being able to be off for like all of Christmas season would be amazing.
Amazing. Like those who
Amazing.
have kids, y'all can take the summer off so y'all can be on vacation with your kids. Great.
Yeah.
I, as a single person, I will take Christmas off.
I'll
I will
take
take that
December.
whole December, January off. I will take
Mm-hmm.
it,
Yeah,
and I will be happy about it.
I would too. That sounds nice.
That
Make
sounds
that
nice.
happen.
Let's make that happen. Let's make that
Make that.
happen,
Let's
please.
make that happen.
Because I might become a murderer if I have to keep working every day, all day for the rest of
I
my life.
I would be lying if I said I haven't contemplated going to jail as like a mental break for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I actually have thought about that several times about how if I just went to jail, I wouldn't have to worry about things for a couple of months to a couple of years.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm desperate for some peace and quiet.
And if we can switch over to like a Swedish judicial system where like they like have like it's like an open dorm style kind of prison and it's more
Yo.
built on like rehabilitation and there's like psychologists that you see and they have like working
Oh.
programs and stuff.
So I
Oh,
can get therapy for free?
that would be a vacation for me.
I would come
Mhm.
out a different person.
A different person. I would come out so productive and ready to take on society.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go commit
That's
a crime in Sweden,
mhm.
and let's just vacay in their prison. You know,
Yeah, that sounds good.
new vacay spot just dropped.
Yeah. This is the Swedish state prison. Yep.
Yes. Let's go, girls.
Uh,
Free
yeah.
therapy, free
Free
dorm
therapy.
system,
Mhm.
and 3 square meals a day. I mean, what can get any better than that?
Sounds amazing.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take anything at this point. I need something.
Please, I'm begging.
I'm thinking of learning the Shakespeare plays so I can go work with those drunk Shakespeare people.
I
Just something
mean,
just something to to
I need to
ch-
change it up a little bit.
I need to change. I need to change. And I
Yeah,
think that's going to be a problem for me as an adult. I feel like I
it
need to
would.
change every like 2 to 3 years.
Right, same. I don't know how people continue in the same job for like 10 plus years.
10, 15 years. I'm like, "What?
Like I get that there's like maybe 1 or 2 title changes during those times, but still,
Still, aren't you bored?
that it's just a little too much.
Aren't you tired of being around these people?"
Right.
Like,
I
I couldn't be me.
I yeah, it
I don't
cannot
know
be
what
me.
society's gonna look like when like our generation takes over the world. I don't because we are very unserious people.
Oh,
So
we're
I
so unserious.
so I don't know how the world is gonna keep spinning.
No, you know what? I am more afraid of the children that the people in our generation are raising because we are so unserious.
Mm-hmm.
The
True.
TikToks I see of like I saw one yesterday of like a mom quote unquote withholding her baby's bottle because her first word was data. And she's
Oh,
like a movie. You
I've
see,
seen those.
I'm like, I can't believe we're parents.
Yeah.
I cannot believe we're parents. I'm afraid for when we take over, and then I'm afraid for 3 generations later when our kids take over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be unhinged, but I think that's what the world needs. A little bit of
It'll be
unhingedness.
unhingedness. We will all be clocking out exactly at 5 o'clock. We will all be very unserious in like presentations. We
Oh yeah.
won't feel like doing things. No one's gonna want to be like the manager. It's gonna be so
No.
bad.
No.
But
Or you know
you
what?
know,
It'll be like we will manage ourselves, or like
yeah,
there will somebody be in a managed position, but they'll be like, oh, you came in late. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Just make sure all your stuff is done. I don't
that
care.
is literally me. That is literally me. But
It's like, oh,
yeah,
you got Starbies? Good for you. I should have got some today.
yeah.
Make sure all your stuff is done.
Hmm.
Like literally, like I don't care. Just get your stuff done, and then
Just
go
get your
home at
stuff
5.
done. Yeah.
At my work, they started a new thing that if you're not at your desk working at 8, you have to like I have to text my supervisor that I'm quote unquote late. Like I can't just be at my desk at 8 opening things up. I have to be working at 8. I'm like, no, my day starts at 8. So I am at my desk at 8 opening up
Yeah.
my systems,
Yeah,
opening up my email.
I'm not
I'm not
doing
working.
that.
I'm not coming in at 7:54 making sure everything is up and going so that I can start working at 8.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I'm sitting down at 7:59 and then opening everything up, sitting there for a second, and then starting my day.
Yeah. Be for real.
No. Yeah, don't come for me like this.
I'm not doing that. But yeah, anything else for your week?
I'm I'm good. How was
You're
your week?
good. It was okay. I turned in my resignation, y'all.
Yes, you
I
did.
I did,
Woo!
and why is this more stressful than when I was like actually working? Because now like they keep
It is
like
so stressful.
I keep getting pulled into meetings. I have to like make a transition plan. I already kind of had that ready for
You already had it
months.
going. Yeah.
I already kind of had that ready for months. Um, and so yeah, starting tomorrow, the guy who's going to be taking over from me, I've started passing on like my stuff to him. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to just throw you in the deep end. Let's just like me
Yeah.
start gradually
Yeah.
handing
Getting
stuff
you in
off
it.
to you.
Yeah.
Because it will stress you out if you're just throwing all of this stuff at
Mhm.
once.
Mhm.
And so, yeah. So he's going to be taking over our morning meeting
Oh.
tomorrow. Let's see how that goes. He never comes to work on time, so let's see how that goes.
Hmm.
He doesn't get there till like 9. This
Oof.
morning
Okay,
this
yeah.
this morning meeting is at 8:40. So let's see how it
Oh.
goes.
So he's gonna come in at 8:30 now.
I would hope so. But let's see. Yeah, I'm very excited. Do I have a job lined up? No.
No.
Do I care? No, not
No.
really. Um, I'm interviewing places,
Yes, he is.
so that gives me a little hope.
Yeah, I mean you're getting like second interviews with these companies too. It's not just like a one-off mostly.
Yeah, so we'll see.
So, yeah.
Like I don't really care that much. They've broken me,
Oh,
but it's fine. It's
it's
fine.
fine.
I'll live. This weekend I did nothing. I stayed in my house, and it was so nice.
Good for you.
I'm a little anxious about a couple of work things, so I didn't really sleep that well Friday night, but
Oh, no.
we I'm just gonna have to start letting stuff go because it's no longer gonna be my problem soon.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's more stressful leaving a job because you never realize how much you do until you
Mm-hmm.
try to make like a step-by-step sheet or try to explain to somebody else that's taking over for you what you do.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, I did all that? That sucks."
Yeah. But I'm trying to just like ease my way out of it, ease
Mhm.
my coworker like into my role.
Mhm.
Everyone who like I work directly with like in my building knows that I'm leaving, but
Okay.
we're gonna have like a team. We have like a team meeting that I lead
Mhm.
every week, so I'm gonna like officially tell everybody
Yeah.
during that. And then I have some meetings that I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm gonna pass them off to him because what's the point in me doing those meetings
Right. If you're not going to be here in
if
a
I'm
couple of
not gonna
weeks.
be here? So yeah, I'm ready.
Good for you.
And
Are
then
you
even if
stockpiling snacks on taking
yeah,
when you leave?
I mean
Okay.
the snacks have been sucking lately. They've been like
No.
healthy snacks that like aren't good.
Oh.
But
Oh.
on Friday, me and my coworker found out they had like Doritos and cookies and Rice Krispie treats, and we were like,
What?
"What?" And so we just started putting them in our bags.
As you should.
But I have been stockpiling on drinks.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah. Yeah, because those will last.
my fridge is full of sparkling waters
I love that for you.
and Coke Zeros, and I will continue
Yeah.
getting more.
Yeah.
And on my last day, my backpack will be heavy with
Mm-hmm.
drinks.
At that point, he's gonna bring in two reusable bags,
Mm-hmm.
fill up his backpack and the bags, and just get on his way home.
Yeah, I'm also leaving early that day because who's gonna stop me?
Right.
I've literally got to leave my badge and my computer at my desk and get
Book it
out
out of there. Yep.
like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Because also lately I
3:30,
have
he's stashing his bags. 4 o'clock, he's out of
Mhm,
the building.
I'm out. Can't wait.
That's so exciting. I love that for
So
you.
I love that for me too, but I have 2 full fucking weeks before that happens. I hate myself. I should have given
Oh,
myself a true 2 week notice instead of giving them pretty much a 3 week notice.
oh well.
You win some, you lose some. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's gonna work out.
It'll be fine. So, Kelly, speaking of it's gonna be fine, are you ready to talk about our movie this week?
Yes.
Okay, so this week we're talking about I, Tonya, movie
Yeah.
starring Queen Margot Robbie. So, we
Honestly, seeing Barbie first and then seeing this, all I could think about was Barbie.
oh, you think about okay.
I see her, I'm just like, all I hear was the song that plays at the beginning of the Barbie movie. I don't remember what it's called.
I can't either. It's like escaping me.
Da, 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 da.
I think
Yeah,
it's called
that's
Pink, but yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally what was in my head the whole time I watched this at like certain points. I was just like, "There's the Barbie movie." It's just in my head.
Oh, well, this is nothing like that movie.
It's nothing like the Barbie movie.
So, we start off with Tanya Harding being interviewed as well as her ex-husband Jeff Gilloli. Is that a
Goal,
Gilloli?
goalie.
However you pronounce that man's last name.
Yeah,
Tanya's mother, Lavona Harding. Tanya's coach, Diane Rawlingson, and Tanya's ex bodyguard, I
bodyguard,
believe. That's what he
bodyguard.
was, even though he was never bodyguarding.
No.
Sean Eckhart. Oh, also a reporter named Matten Maddox.
Oh yes.
So they all begin to speak about how they were all affected by what they called the incident.
So dramatic.
Yeah. We cut to Portland, Oregon, 40 years earlier, and Lavona is pretty much forcing Diane to take Tanya as a student because of how much potential she has, even at the age of 4, in ice skating.
Yeah.
Diane agrees after seeing how good Tanya is, and 6 months later, Tanya starts winning competitions and spending all of her time practicing, while her mother chastises her.
It's abusive.
It's very abusive. It gets worse.
Yes.
In one instance, Tanya pees on herself because her mom won't let her go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Insane.
Insane. During her interview, Lavona says that she was not abusive to her daughter. She just corrected her,
Uh
and
huh.
she also hit her with a hairbrush one time, just
One
one time,
time, just once.
just once, and thought,
Specifically with the hairbrush one time.
yeah, yeah, and she thought that Tanya was better when she was being chastised.
That's so awful.
We get a peek into Tanya's home life, and she has a loving relationship with her father, but then one day he just leaves.
That's awful. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Tanya's like begging him to take her. He's like, no.
Yeah. It was low key hope floats where the daughter begs her dad at the car to not leave her.
Never seen that
It's a
movie.
very sad movie with Sandra Bullock.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll add it to my list.
Okay.
Um, as Tanya grows up, she continues to get better. And one day she meets Jeff at an ice rink when she's 15 years old, and he asks her out. How old
It's so
Jeff
awkward.
is, they never tell us, but it's feeling like
Yeah.
he was a little older.
I think he was.
I'm pretty sure he was a little older.
Yeah.
And what Tanya says she remembers most about that day is that her stepbrother got arrested for grabbing her boob and that her mom came on the date with them.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day. What a
I,
life.
f- I feel like after the boob grab, that date would not have happened that day. I would
Oh
have been
yeah,
like,
no, I would.
no,
Yeah, no, there's no way you would have gotten me to go on a date with somebody.
absolutely not. And then after that terrible first date, Jeff and Tanya still go out with each other.
Yeah, somehow they make it through that first date with her mom. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
The relationship becomes abusive, which Jeff says never happened. Um,
Oh,
and
yep.
Tanya's mother is aware of the abuse and does almost nothing about it. All she does is say that you can do better than him, but then once Tanya starts getting defensive, she's like, you know what? Maybe he should hit you. And I was like, wow,
Right. Right.
wow,
Ooh.
yikes.
Yeah, it was not good in any way.
No, no. Um, one day during a competition, oh, no, no, no. We start to see Tanya start performing in competitions, and although she's very good, the judges do not like her, and so they give her lower scores.
Which is so petty.
That's so petty. I feel like there should be like a process where like if they're docking scores, you should be able to like appeal and be like, what was this docked score for?
Yeah. Right. Like you should
And if
get one chance to be like, "Hey, what is this?"
yeah, and if they don't have like a legitimate reason,
Right.
they have to add the like points back.
Right. Like I want you to watch a recorded thing of it and tell me exactly where I
Yeah.
messed up. You can't just
Where
be
did
like,
I
"Oh,
miss?
there was something wrong with your footwork." My footwork where?
Where? What was wrong with it?
Right. Tell
Explain to
me.
the explain to the class what's going
Right.
on. And so, yeah, one night her mother is yelling at her and throwing stuff at her, and she accidentally stabs her with a knife. So Tanya leaves and moves in with Jeff.
Yeah. Insane, by the way.
Insane.
Like
Insane.
the mom didn't say anything after throwing a
This
knife at her.
the silence in the room was palpable. Like
Oh yeah.
she like she threw that knife, it stuck in her arm, and they both got real quiet.
Oh yeah.
And
The
Tanya just took
silence
it
was
out and
deafening.
it was deafening. Tanya just took out the knife and left. She was like, "I'm done.
Yeah, she
Uh,
was like, that's it for me.
that's it for me." And so, one day during a competition, Tanya gets like really fed up with the judges with her low scores, and she curses out the judges for being terrible to her because they don't like the way that her costumes look.
I mean, they're being super petty about it,
They're
so
being
I'm
super
not
petty.
surprised.
And when Diane doesn't stand up for her, Tanya fires her, which rightfully
Fair.
so. Fair.
Yeah.
Tanya and Jeff get married at some point, and present day Tanya says that it was a mistake, but it allowed her to be able to skate and not have to work. So she was like,
Ouch.
I guess, I guess it
She's
was
like,
fine.
I guess this is a win.
Yeah. Lavona does not approve of this marriage because she
No.
thinks that Jeff is dumb, which he is dumb, and we'll learn more about how dumb he is later.
Yeah, he's very dumb.
We didn't get an explanation from everyone being interviewed about the difficulty of a triple axel before we see Tanya perform it at the 1991 Nationals, becoming the first woman to successfully perform it in competition.
Yes.
After Tanya performs the triple axel, Tanya says that Jeff gets more abusive, so she leaves him.
As
She
she
starts,
should.
as she should, she starts rising in the ranks of the skating world because of the triple axel, along with her self-proclaimed friend Nancy Kerrigan. She said that that was her friend. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
have a direct line to Nancy to be like, "Were you friends with Tanya Hart?" I don't
Right.
know. So self-proclaimed. One day, Jeff wants to talk to Tanya, but she keeps hanging up on him. So he drives to her practice rink and simply says, "No, fuck you." And then they get back together.
Which is insane.
Insane. And then soon
Like
after they
this
get,
this man
yeah.
was so petty enough that he drove however long it took
Hmm.
to her rink where she's practicing just to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
just saying no, fuck you.
yeah, mm-mm. Wow.
It was at that moment she should have known he was crazy. Like,
Oh yeah,
insane.
absolutely.
Like, a sane person doesn't do that.
No, that's restraining order type of. Didn't she already have a restraining order on
She
him
did
at
have
that
a
point?
restraining order, and he broke those
Yeah,
restraining orders all the time.
so many times. Oh my gosh, that man should have been in jail.
And nothing ever happened, at least
No,
from what we saw. Maybe he
right?
was in real life being arrested for breaking these restraining orders, but in the movie, nothing
They
happened.
don't show it. Yeah.
And then soon after she gets back together with Jeff, her skating starts to get worse. I wonder why. Maybe it's because you're in an
Yeah.
abusive relationship, and that's like kind
Hmm.
of fucking with your head.
Right.
At the 1992 Winter Olympics, Tonya falls during her triple axel and comes in fourth behind Nancy.
I always hate seeing ice skaters fall.
I just know that hurts. I've never
Oh
personally
yeah.
fallen while jumping in the air, spinning, but I just know it hurts.
I've fallen on ice, period, and I can't imagine how that would feel falling from an even higher height
Yeah,
and then crash into ice. Like
yeah. And then
that,
you
the
just have to
bruises
just,
must suck.
it must suck. And then you just have to get back up and keep going.
Yeah, and
Like,
keep going.
that's insane.
Yeah, crazy.
Um, One day while Tanya and Jeff are fighting, Jeff slams a car door on her fingers, and then they finally get a divorce.
Yay!
Yay! I mean, not yay because of what
Yeah,
happens later.
doesn't last. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jeff, who is an abusive asshole, shows up at her house one day,
Yep.
breaks in, and threatens to
Yep.
shoot her and then himself.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. He threatens to kill her and himself. It's a suicide murder pact he's committing.
He's he's committing to the abusive asshole trope. And
Yes.
so she tries like running away from him and he shoots at her and ends up grazing her face. I guess it like
Yeah.
bounced off of the car and like the bullet
Yeah,
like
it
bounced off the
ricochets off
car.
of the car and then it hits her cheek and she falls down.
Yeah.
And there are multitudes of people outside of wherever she lives watching. And he's like, no, 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 it's fine, as he holds a
As
gun.
he's holding the gun up.
And he
And
takes her with him.
yeah, and then he throws her in his car. And I guess he was taking her to the hospital. I don't know where he was taking her. But he
Yeah,
starts like
I don't
speeding
know.
off and then he gets pulled over by a cop. And although Jeff has alcohol and guns in his car, he gets let go.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
I don't either.
That's actually insane.
That's
You
actually.
have an injured woman in the car, multiple guns, and alcohol.
And the cop's like, well, this looks normal.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Just a regular Tuesday night.
Safe travels.
You deal with it how you want to deal with it, I guess.
Yeah. One day Tanya is working at a diner when Diane stops by and offers to coach her again if she softens up her image because the next Olympics are in 2 years instead of four for some reason that we're never told. Could I have looked it up? Sure, but I didn't
Sure.
really care enough. The reason does not matter to the story.
Yes.
Despite all of her training and softening of her image, she still isn't getting high scores. And one day, she asks a judge in the parking lot, and he's like, "Hey, girlie." He didn't say it this nicely, but
No, he did not.
he says, "You're not the image that we want to portray for America. We
Yeah.
want a wholesome American family, and that's like not you."
Hmm.
But he says it in a very mean way.
Yeah, he does. Which
Uh,
sucks because I didn't know this was a beauty pageant where I had to have
right?
morals and
I thought
and
this
a, and
was
a
a
and a cure
sport,
for cancer. Right.
but
I
yeah,
thought I just had to be good at my sport and
guess
play
not.
clean.
And so, what does Tanya do? She goes to her mother, and her
Awful
mother,
decision.
awful decision. Her mother does not apologize for not being kind or motherly. And
Mm-mm.
so Tanya then calls Jeff and they get back together. She says
Oh
it was only until she made the Olympic team, but I'm
no.
like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whatever.
Whatever. She does her thing.
Yeah. We then finally move into the story of the incident.
Yes.
It all starts at the 1993 Northwestern Regional Championships when Tanya is informed that she has received a death threat, which messes with her head. So Jeff gets the bright idea to work with
Oh
Sean
gosh.
to threaten Nancy before nationals.
Yeah, because they want to do some psychological warfare type
Yeah,
deal.
they call it psychological warfare. Um,
Yeah.
Sean thinks that they should hire a guy named Derek to write the letters and send them from different places because Jeff just wanted to send a letter. He just wanted to send a letter. And Sean was like, well, you can't just send a letter from Oregon. Like they'll trace it back to you.
Right.
He was like, we should hire someone to like do it from like Nancy's home state or from like Canada or something.
Yeah.
And so Jeff's like, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
I'm. Mm,
So Tanya gives Jeff Nancy's training location and hours because she is initially in on this plan. She's in on this plan of
yes.
sending the letters.
Yes, she is.
But like in like Tanya's interview, both her and Jeff state that she was never aware of the assault that happens.
Which I mean is technically true.
Technically true,
Technically true. She did
but
not know that they were going to do anything physical. It was just letters to her.
letters, yes,
Technically.
yeah. But we'll get into that. We
Yeah.
still have a lot a lot
Oh
to
yeah.
go in this incident. After Derek doesn't send the letters, Jeff tells Sean to call it all off, and Tanya didn't really care either way. So she was
Yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We cut to the 1994 Detroit Nationals practice session on January 6th, and Derek has a friend named Shane go in and hit Nancy's leg with a baton. And this man is so dumb that when he leaves, he smashes through a glass window to get
Yeah.
out.
Because he doesn't know how to get out of the building.
He doesn't know how to get out of the building.
So he literally just smashes through a glass door.
Yeah. Yep. Um,
Awful.
Later that day, Tanya calls Jeff and tells him that someone attacked Nancy, and Jeff learns that Sean changed the plan because he's an even bigger idiot than Jeff.
Yes. No one should be trusting Sean with anything at
No.
all.
Turns out Sean was dumber than Jeff. You thought at first that Sean had a little bit of wits to him. No,
No,
not at
absolutely
all.
not.
And so Sean thought that now he would be able to get more skaters to hire him as a bodyguard.
Yeah, he's creating supply and demand.
Yeah, he's like, I'm thinking 4 steps ahead of everyone. I'm like, are you? Because now
You're
you
really
just
not.
committed an assault on someone, and people are like really gonna want to know who did this.
Right.
Like, if it's just letters, like maybe they'll take it seriously, maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't. Yeah.
Like, they probably won't look into it that much as long as nothing
Mhm.
happens.
Mhm.
But now they're gonna have to look for
Yeah,
you.
because now it's assault.
It's assault now,
Yeah, and there was
dummy.
somebody seen crashing through a glass door to get away from the incident. Like,
Yeah. Sean
dumb.
also admits to sending the death threat to Tanya, and I'm like, why? What good did that
Not
do for you?
nothing. This man is so dumb,
He is so dumb.
and he gets dumber
He
throughout
gets
this movie.
he gets dumber. The next day at Nationals, Tanya performs while Jeff sends a money order to Derek, which like why the fuck would you do that? Because they're trapped in Detroit. Because they spent
Yeah.
all of their money because they went to the wrong state.
State. Yeah, they
So
went to the wrong facility.
Yeah, the first time they tried to go after Nancy, they went to the wrong facility, and so they had to go to Detroit, and they spent all their
Mm,
money, and so now they're
yeah,
trapped in Detroit.
awful.
Idiots, idiots
Yeah.
all around. Um, Shane is arrested almost immediately, and the
Yes.
and the FBI interviews Jeff and Tonya. Sean, in his eternal wisdom, goes around town bragging to almost anyone who will listen
uh,
about how he pulled off the Nancy attack, and not even 48 hours later is visited by the FBI and
yes.
almost immediately spills the beans.
Yeah,
And not
he's an
only does he
idiot.
spill the beans, he lies.
Yes. Yes.
He's like, "This was all Jeff's idea." And he was, even though it wasn't. Jeff
It
actually
was
told you
not.
that actually told you not to even do the letters.
Right.
So, but whatever. And so Sean starts. Yeah, Sean starts. Sorry, there's Shane and Sean, and it's like
Yeah,
messing up
it
my
gets
fucking mind.
confusing.
Sean starts working with the FBI, and he horribly tries to get Jeff to confess on tape in the worst way possible. Like
The
he immediately.
way the way that both of these, because there's two instances where this happens, um where they try to get somebody to talk on tape, it just doesn't go well. They're just
No,
awkward.
it's so awkward. And
It's
then
so obvious. It's awkward, and they're like,
yeah,
why are you acting like this?" Like,
yeah, like he sits Jeff down in this like restaurant at like in like the middle of the night. He's like, "So we need to talk about the hit that we did on Nancy." And I'm like, "Dude, you could have been a
right,
little bit less conspicuous. Like you could have eased your way into this
right. You
conversation."
could have talked for like 15-20 minutes beforehand, then just been like, "Hey, we got to talk about this, man."
Yeah.
And yeah, no, no,
And
he's
so
not
like
smart.
Jeff immediately knows what's happening. So he's like,
Yeah,
"I'm not talking about this."
yeah,
He's
nope.
like he's like, "What attack?" Like, what are you
Right.
talking about? He even goes, Sean, did you do something? Am I gonna have to report you to the FBI? And I was like, yes, Jeff.
Yes,
That's
Jeff.
the smartest thing you have done this entire movie.
Right. He's actually thinking with the brain.
Yeah. And so Tanya and Jeff have Diane's husband, who is a lawyer, like be their lawyer, and they learn that Sean is blaming Jeff. And so Tanya goes to the FBI and snitches.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Yep.
look, I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
She's like, I'm like 23 years old. I can't deal with this right now.
Right. Which, if I
And
was
so,
23, I would not be able to deal with it either.
oh, absolutely not. And so and so Jeff gets very upset about her going to the FBI, and so she leaves him.
Yeah.
Tanya starts dealing with a negative like media circus while trying to get ready for the Olympics, and Jeff pleads guilty to racketeering because he didn't report, you know, the fact
Mm-hmm.
that he knew who attacked
Yeah.
Nancy. Also, Lavona, we check in on Lavona, and she puts up a velvet rope in her yard so that the press can take pictures behind the velvet
Yes.
rope. She's like, you can
And
take
they
pictures,
listen.
and they listen. Insane. Um,
Insane.
One day, Lavona comes over under the guise of checking in on her daughter, but she's
Yeah.
actually recording their conversation for the tabloids.
Yeah. Like, I love how she's all like, "Oh yeah, I like you're doing so well, sweetie. Like, I love you, blah blah blah." And the fact that Tanya didn't immediately get suspicious because her mother has
I think
not
she
said a good
did.
word about
I
her.
think she did start to get suspicious, especially after during the hug, and then when her
Well,
mother was.
the hug was the last straw for her, but the fact that like after like the first couple sentences, if I was Tanya, I would have been like, "Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want,
You
huh?
clearly want something. What do you want?"
And then she ruined it by being like, "So, did you do it?"
Yeah.
And
No.
Tanya
Nobody is
immediately
good about getting information.
no, and Tanya was immediately just like, "Where's the tape recorder?"
Right. She's like, you're recording me. I know this. Where is it?
and kicks her out of the house.
Yeah, as she should.
Um, Eventually, Tonya apologizes for her role in failing to report the crime and
Mhm.
sues the skating association when they threaten to pull her from the team. And she's able to like stay on the team
Yeah.
and is allowed to go to the Olympics. But she ends up coming in eighth after some lace issues, quote unquote. I think she was just spiraling. And Nancy gets second place.
Yeah. I mean, I get the lace thing. Like you already are in a good spot and then something happens while you're in a bad situation, it just sets you off. Like I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. She was just she was spiraling. She was not mentally prepared to be at the Olympics at that moment. I understand.
No,
So
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't gonna go great
It
for her.
sucked. Yeah.
After the Olympics, Tanya has her trial and is banned from the U.S. Skating Association, and she begs the judge to let her just go to jail
Yeah.
because skating is all she knows how to do. Like she didn't even finish high school.
Yeah, her mom took her out of school just so she
Yeah.
could skate.
Hmm.
Like she literally has nothing else
She had nothing
but
else.
skating.
I personally think a lifetime ban was too much. If I'm being honest, I think it was a little too much.
Yeah. Yeah, to be
I
honest, I feel like that was such a overreaction.
Yeah, I would get it if they suspended her for a couple of years,
Yeah.
but a lifetime ban is kind of cruel.
Yeah, she didn't know anything. Like she
No.
knew she was part of the letters, sure.
Yeah.
But the actual attack, no idea.
Yeah.
Like that's actually insane. And then the fact that everybody else got 2 years
Hmm.
and
And
a
then they
hundred
could just
thousand dollars of fines.
Yeah, and then they could just go back to their life.
Right. Actually insane. I think she got the worst punishment out of everybody,
She did get
if
the
we're being
worst
honest.
punishment out of everyone.
They should have just given her the 2 years in jail.
Yeah.
And then all of the fines.
And
At
so
least she could skate.
at least she could skate and make some amount of money
Yeah, because at
for her
that
then.
point, at that point, who would want Tonya Harding anyway
Yeah.
to skate for them? You know, like I know that sounds awful, but at least she could still like attempt at it. But no
Yeah.
one would probably want her.
Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't
that was unnecessary.
it was it was very unnecessary. And to think when she was a little girl, she just thought that she would be in like the ice capades.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And so in the end, Jeff changes his name and remarries. Lavona never sees Tanya.
No.
Tanya becomes a multitude of things: a boxer, a
Oh, yeah, a
landscaper,
boxer.
a deck builder, and a house painter. And she eventually gets remarried and has a son.
She's just out here living life, or trying to at least.
Yeah, she's also been on Dancing with the Stars and some other things. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So, you ready for the movie facts?
Yes.
Okay. So, although Margot Robbie trained extensively for the role, she was not able to perform a triple axel, nor could a skating double be found to do so,
Oh.
because very few women are able to perform that. And so the producer, Tom Ackerley, stated that there have been like only 6 women since Tanya Harding who have done a triple axel. So even if they were able to get one of those girls to do it, she would be training for the Olympics probably and couldn't risk doing it for a movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they did the jump with visual effects.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's actually insane.
it is insane.
Tanya Harding. Pop off, queen.
Pop off. Um, Second movie fact: Allison Janney filmed her Oscar-winning role in just 8 days, and this
What?
and this entire movie was filmed in 30 days.
That's actually insane.
That is insane.
I want to know what the hours were
I was
to get this done in 30 days.
probably like dusk till way past dawn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were like, we have 30 days.
Right, because a lot of the interview stuff you could just do in studio.
Yeah.
You don't have to be out. A lot of this movie happens in like a docu style anyway, so
hmm
actually insane.
Um, to prevent damaging her hair, Margot Robbie wore wigs as Tonya Harding, and the hair team used beer to achieve the crunchy permed look when regular hair products did not produce the desired result.
What?
So I'm guessing that means that they just like sat her wig in beer
In
to
beer?
make it look curly and permed, which means that she was just walking around reeking of
Beer
beer.
smelled. Yeah. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's awful. And then you have to sit that on your head for how many hours?
Awful.
Could they not find a wig that was already in that style?
I guess not.
Hmm.
Okay, last one. Sebastian Stan stars in the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies as Bucky Barnes,
Hmm.
and in those movies, his best friend is Steve Rogers. This film was written by screenwriter Steven Rogers.
That's amazing.
So there is a MCU timeline multiverse where Steve becomes a
Steve.
screenwriter. And
That's actually hilarious. I love that.
I love it too. Okay, Kelly. Now it's time for the question. Is this movie iconic?
Um, hmm. I feel like I'm kind of torn.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to say yes because I feel like the content's iconic. I don't know if the movie was iconic. It's a good movie.
hmm
Um, I'm gonna say
I
no.
I gave it an
I guess.
iconic.
Okay,
I feel like Margot Robbie should have won an Oscar.
she did kill it. She
She
did
should
kill
have
it in this
she should
movie.
have she should have won an Oscar, and Allison Janney deserved her Oscar.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
Also great in this movie.
also great. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
I
it
don't.
iconic.
Yeah. Also, Tonya Harding's kind of iconic anyway.
hmm The fact that she became a boxer is hilarious to me.
No, I know. Like, what a change from like going from like having to know ballet and like the finesse it takes to skate and dance on ice, and then just go to weight building
I w-
and learning how to fight is incredible.
I wonder if her lifetime ban from the like figure skating association meant that she can't even be a coach.
I would think so.
That sucks.
Because that's what, you know what? That's what I was thinking when at the end of this movie, when she was like begging to be put in jail. I was all thinking maybe she could be a coach, but then like as a coach, don't you have to be affiliated or like
Yeah,
accepted by
probably.
the skating association? Because I feel like that's how that works. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like that's how it works. So she couldn't even be a coach. I mean, maybe she could just teach, but I don't know if like that would be fulfilling enough for her to just teach in general.
Probably not. It's
Because
okay.
don't you want to stay with your person from like training them when they're little to like beyond?
I guess only if they're gonna like actually be good and not just doing it for fun. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I mean, I'm sure she's fine now.
That does suck though.
Yeah, that does suck. Sorry, girl.
Sorry, girl.
Okay, Kelly. What are your recommendations for this week?
Okay, so I have two recommendations, both from the same band. First song is "I Want to Be Your Slave" by, I am totally going to slay this name and not in a good way. Um, Mainskin, Manskin.
Never
There's like a
heard of it.
little, there's a special little O, or like a circle over the A of the band's name, and I don't know what that means for the A, but good for it, I guess. Um, and the second song by the same band, "Beggin'."
Okay.
I'm begging, begging
Oh, I know
you.
that song.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this
Okay.
is really good.
Great.
What are your recommendations?
I have 3. My first one is Spend the Night by BJ the Chicago Kid featuring Coco Jones.
Hey.
Really fun little boppy song. Plus, I love Coco Jones. That's my future wife, so I
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
support.
Love you.
Love you. My second recommendation is Needs by Tinashe off of her new quote unquote album. It's
Mm.
literally 7 songs. That's not a fucking album, girl.
That's
Quit
an
playing in my
EP.
face. Stop playing
That's
in
an
my
EP.
face. That's an EP. But yeah, and then my third song is Bongos by Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion. Really fun
Yeah,
song.
that's
Love
a
the
good song.
video of that priest dancing and what looks like a funeral.
Yes,
um,
yes.
hilarious. I mean, I'm sure that's not an actual priest. Like, I'm sure that's
Yeah, no.
just a regular person.
But the fact that there's footage of a
That there's
priest.
footage of a priest in a church, which looks like he's in front of like a coffin,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
dancing to the song is hilarious.
Amazing.
So yeah, everyone listen to it. Also, this song should have been released in like June. This could have been a song of the summer.
Oh, right.
Why?
Ugh.
Why did they wait? I hate when people release fun summer songs
Mm-hmm.
when it's about to get
When it's
cold.
fall. Yeah. I feel like that's been happening in like the recent years. Like I feel like all like the good bops come out like late August, middle of September, and I'm like, where have y'all been?
Get it together, please.
Seriously.
Nobody wants.
Like I'm still gonna be bopping to it, but like I could have been bopping during the summer.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Don't play in my face. Like, that's actually insane. Like, even the music video just screams summer. Like, why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I could have been getting down on a beach somewhere to the song, but
Mm-hmm.
no, I can't.
Boo.
Boo.
It's fine though. Still love you, girls.
Yeah.
Just get it together. Okay, well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SYTYI Podcast. Also, don't forget to send us your movie requests and your movie stories at our email, sytyi podcast@gmail.com. Um, were you if you were one of the people who was at that stadium when Nancy got
Yes.
hit, what happened? Like, what was going on? What was
Right.
the energy in the stadium like?
Right.
Was there really a random man who just showed up and then asked where Nancy was and someone just told him?
Told them. Right. Right. And didn't they like up security during that time too?
They did. There was like, at least in the scene, there was like 3 security guards in like that
Yeah.
hallway, and no one noticed that creepy dude just walking in
Right.
there.
And the fact that he didn't even like conceal his face or anything, that man just came in
Kelly,
regular. I
I
was
was
so shocked.
I was shocked and I was laughing. He was like, "If they can't see your eyes, they can't see your face." And I was like, "What does that mean?"
Right. And then he walks in like just head up, looking
Head
at
up.
people,
Yeah.
regular clothes, and just be like, "Hey, where's Nancy? Where's
Where's
Nancy at, bro?
Nancy?
Just want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Maybe smack her knee in. I don't know."
Yeah.
And someone told them.
Insane.
Actually insane.
Insane. But yeah, let us know. SYTYI podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Also, share us with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone have a good week. I'm praying I have a good week. I'm praying Kelley has a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully her phones aren't busy. She can actually get her work done.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.